Coming up on Channel 8 News, we'll find out why Manhattan residents were protesting in front of the City Hall this past weekend. Plus, Aggieville is set to see some major street renovations starting in May. We'll look at what the City of Manhattan is doing to help residents. And later, how the CARE Office is helping share information about Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
Taking a look at our current temperatures here in Manhattan, it's about mid 57 or mid 50 degrees. Nice cool weather today. Little winds. Back to you, Libby.
This is KKSU-LD, broadcasting in high definition from Kansas State University, covering Manhattan, Riley County, and the Flint Hills. You're watching Channel 8 News.
Good morning and welcome to Channel 8 News. I'm Libby Zook. Coming up today, fireworks are back and more available than ever. We'll talk to a fireworks salesman about the new laws that have been passed in Kansas. And later, sports will take a look at what's going on with all of the chaos surrounding the transfer portal for K-State sports. Last weekend, a protest took place in Manhattan against what some residents deemed as controversial acts by our national government. Nate Lowen has more on the story.
With the No Kings protest taking place nationwide, Indivisible MHK decided to bring their own to Manhattan.
I am a son of immigrants to this country. I grew up believing that American democracy was inevitable. I believe that it is the best way to govern a people. It is the best way for people's voices to be heard. It is the best way to make change. And if you don't defend democracy, you lose it.
Protests typically get a bad rap for being dangerous and violent, but a first-timer said that this was surprisingly tame.
It's really encouraging hearing all the honking. It's nice to know that there's a lot of supporters in Manhattan. It's also nice to see the differences in age as well as demographic. There's a lot of different people here.
Right across the street from City Hall and just away from Poyntz Avenue is where the protest is taking place.
Yeah, we chose this location because it's opposite City Hall. We also chose it because tomorrow is the day when there may be a report that comes back from the Department of Homeland Security and of Defense on whether they would advise the president to invoke the Insurrection Act, which would suppress protests like this.
Now that the April 20th date has come and gone, the Pentagon and Department of Homeland Security has voted that they do not recommend that President Trump invokes the Insurrection Act. In Manhattan, Nate Lowen, Channel 8 News.
K-State Student Union program hosted a Pause for Consent, both showing off dogs up for adoption and teaching students the importance of consent. Kyra Case has more with the story.
K-State students like Nevaeh Davis spend their time volunteering at the shelter and are using this event as an opportunity to show off some of Prairie Pause's dogs.
Today, I think my favorite part is just showing everyone the dogs and how cute they are and how they're up for adoption and the fun they can be and how I feel like everyone should have a dog. So
not only did students engage with the dogs, they also engaged in meaningful and positive conversation with volunteers, learning the importance of consent.
Consent is number one thing. You should never, in any situation of stuff, you should always have consent from both parties of stuff and everything. So, yeah, I think it's just a really cool event.
UPC used the shelter's furry friends to give the students a comforting break, as well as to spread their message of adopting and consent.
Our main focus is kind of providing stress relief on campus, and the students can come and kind of hang out with the dogs and pet away their stress a little bit. But getting to see K-State campus and everyone here get to interact and see how awesome they are too is a really special part of today.
Every dog shown here is up for adoption, such as Vega, who loves to munch on treats.
And if you missed out on the puppies, no worries. Prairie Puppy Shelter and all of their adoptable dogs encourages students not only to visit the shelter, but also to volunteer. In Manhattan, Kyra Case, Channel 8 News.
UPC will continue to host events like this throughout the rest of the semester. For more information, visit their website at kstateupc.com. Fireworks in Kansas might not just be for the 4th of July anymore. A new state law is giving some counties the option to allow year-round sales, and it's sparking both excitement and concern. Grant Snowden has more with the story.
Fireworks have traditionally been a 4th of July staple, but now, thanks to a recent law, Kansas residents may be able to celebrate with a bang. Eric Nicholson, a sales representative for Winco Fireworks, says this could shift how and when people celebrate.
It's definitely going to be something that people are going to use for special events, birthdays, weddings, football games, anything like that. Anytime that they can get an excuse to go shoot off fireworks, they're going to do it now.
While this change could bring more customers into stores, Nicholson says Kansas retailers should be ready for some challenges.
It's more of just finding a good manager who's willing to deal with the slow side of the business and then also deal with the crazy side of the business. Because when after Memorial Day hits, we kind of get ramped up into our season, and we're seeing a lot more volume of people coming in to buy fireworks.
Kansas is following the lead of neighboring states like Missouri and Oklahoma, where fireworks are already sold year-round. Nicholson says this will save time for people who used to cross state lines to stock up.
It's going to be a lot more convenient for them to be able to go to the fireworks stores and fireworks stands that are normally open for the 4th of July that will now be open year-round.
But how do Kansas State students feel about fireworks becoming legalized year-round? I'm here to find out.
I think fireworks being legalized is awesome. You know, now every day is going to feel like the 4th of July, and every day gets to be a big party. So I think it's really an awesome thing.
I think it'll be a good thing. I'll probably light fireworks more often, and I'll probably enjoy it a bit more.
In Manhattan, Grant Snowden, Channel 8 News.
Kansas counties will still have the final say in whether fireworks can be sold or used year-round. To find out if your area allows them, check with your local government or fire marshal. Students at K-State traded textbooks for dance shoes this weekend during a colorful Latin dance festival. Hosted by the Latin Dance Club, the event celebrated culture, community, and connection, bringing together dancers from across Kansas. Organizers say that the goal is to make the dance more accessible and bridge gaps through movement, one step at a time.
Travel around, I dance with so many people. I meet amazing people all across the world.
I kind of heard about them as like this place where you can go, we loved, and I really valued during my time at K-State.
It's difficult for a lot of students to be able to travel. We decided to have one here for our students, to not have to go anywhere, to have some people come to us and have a great event for them.
As graduation approaches, so does upcoming construction in the heart of Aggieville. And while construction is underway, businesses are bound to be affected due to the lack of parking that will be available.
Projects will begin at the intersection of Morrow and North 12th Street.
We're going to rip out all that asphalt, and we're tying in new water utilities and storm utilities, and then we're going to put it all back and re-asphalt it within 30 days. And then we'll start coming south into 12th Street, so that section of the block. We'll rip the road out and have temporary sidewalks the whole time we're doing construction.
With the construction taking place, Aggieville is working with the city to determine parking alternatives to avoid negative impacts on Aggieville businesses as much as possible.
So for about 30 days, we're definitely at a disadvantage, a big disadvantage, because it's going to be in that intersection, which means the main flow of traffic through Aggieville is coming down Morrow. So they chose to they want to just close down Morrow, those 2 blocks for 30 days to parking. And so we did ask for, and it appears we're going to get free parking in the garage for 30 days.
Although those visiting Aggieville can park in the parking garage for free, Cook says some businesses will still be affected. However, visitors can access these businesses via sidewalks.
The businesses that will be directly affected will be the businesses on 12th Street. So that's on one side, that's Kites and Aggieville Barbershop. On the other side, it's Fat Shack and Andy Mays and Shaggyville. But the construction people are going to keep the sidewalks open and available and all that stuff.
Phase 1 of the construction is currently set to finish up in June of this year. In Manhattan, Avery Johnson, Channel 8 News.
During the 30 days of free parking in the Aggieville garage, the city wants to note that those visiting and utilizing the free service will not need to register their car into the Park mobile app. Looking ahead, we'll hear from Assistant Director of Care, Stephanie Foran, with more information about Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Plus, a closer look at how the Care Office is providing assistance to those that have experienced trauma. That's next.
This is a special place, man happiness.
This is a phenomenal institution, a phenomenal athletic program with a proud tradition.
They talk about family, and you can feel how genuine it is.
The community here is so strong. It's truly like the best thing in the world.
No matter where you come from, the color of your skin, or your religious background, together we make a family.
And when you love people, it's amazing what you can accomplish.
To the 5, to the goal line, touchdown, touchdown, Kansas inside for the 10. Sheldon is roofed by Carter. Gregory, step back 3, takes the shot from distance and scores! Stank, it is gone, it's a
Great weekend we had, homecoming, great crowd, the crowd was phenomenal.
It's a great day to be a Wildcat.
Each April, K-State observes Sexual Assault Awareness Month to promote prevention, support, and education. 1 in 5 women and 1 in 16 men experience sexual assault in college. At K-State, the campus community comes together and supports students. While many may walk through campus unaware of these efforts, resources like the CARE office located at Holton Hall ensure no one faces their experience alone.
It's the WellCat Toolkit that all faculty and staff have access to on Canvas, I believe, and it's just a way to dealing with students who are either in these type of situations or in other stressful situations of how to help them, what kind of resources we have for them, making sure that every faculty and staff on campus is educated.
For more on the CARE office, Assistant Director Stephanie Foran joins Brian Nicholson in the studio. Brian?
Thank you, Libby, and thank you, Stephanie, for joining me here today. And for those who may not know, what is CARE and what role does it play here at K-State?
Yeah, absolutely. So CARE is an office that provides confidential resources and advocacy to students, staff, and faculty who may be impacted by things like sexual violence. We also help out with students who have been impacted by interpersonal violence, domestic violence, dating violence, and also sexual harassment and stalking.
Awesome. And what can students expect from the help of CARE if they have experienced sexual trauma?
Yeah, absolutely. So CARE provides confidential and free resources to students. So when a student comes into CARE, they are never going to be forced to report their incident to the university or to law enforcement. We believe in empowering the students, so they will have the choice to report on their own.
Okay, and for students who want to be allies or get involved, what's the best way they can support on campus?
Yeah, I think honestly the best way that you can support victims of sexual assault on campus is just listening and being there for them. Generally, when a person comes forward and they're disclosing their story to you, they trust you and they want to be able to, be supported in that way. So again, just active listening and making sure that you're hearing them and you're relieving them.
Yeah, and thank you so much, Stephanie, for joining us here today. And Libby, back to you.
Coming up, a look at your full weather with Gavin Pastine. Will clear skies remain or will storms affect your weekend? That's next.
As college athletics continues to change, one thing has stayed the same:
the loyalty and support of our K-State family.
But now, there's a new way you can show your support.
You can now help student athletes like me get compensated for our name, image, and likeness.
Whether it is contributing to our official NIL collectives
or requesting autographs and more through the Open Doors Marketplace,
you are helping K-State student athletes succeed by connecting with you.
So what are you waiting for?
Come transform the K-State student athlete brand today.
This is a special place, man happiness.
This is a phenomenal institution, a phenomenal athletic program with a proud tradition.
They talk about family, and you can feel how genuine it is.
The community here is so strong. It's truly like the best thing in the world.
No matter where you come from, the color of your skin, or your religious background, together we make a family.
And when you love people, it's amazing what you can accomplish.
Together, we represent a diverse and eclectic population.
Together, we believe that diversity, inclusion, and sportsmanship are expectations.
Together, we promote a welcoming and positive environment for all student athletes, coaches, and visitors.
Together, we treat all people with respect and dignity.
No matter their color, creed, gender, ethnicity, or sexual identity.
Together, we are an empowered family who empowers family.
Family, diverse and together.
Stronger together.
Championship on the line. Good! It's good!
Sunset Zoo celebrates Earth Day with help from other organizations. Partners like the Sierra Club and Nikki's Bee Farm help reach the community and immerse them in conservation education. By allowing people to see the animals up close, the event inspires visitors to reflect on their actions and make positive changes that benefit the environment and animals.
The world is changing, and unfortunately it's going in a negative path based off of human impact and the decisions that we are making for the environment. So making sure that we're celebrating Earth Day and Party for the Planet is a part of our mission for the Sunset Zoo. So inspiring conservation of the natural world means teaching people about the environment and empowering them to take actions for animals. There's a lot of small things that our community can do to make huge impacts on the environment.
Now, let's turn it over to Gavin Pastine for a weather update. Gavin?
Thanks, Libby. Now here we have our national temperatures. You can see kind of all over the place today. So starting off in the east, we got about upper 60s. So they're going to be a little bit cooler. Then going down south, it gets a little bit warmer. You're looking at about mid 70s over there. Now going over to the Wild West here, you can see all of that crazy cold is coming. So they're looking at about mid 40s, lower 50s throughout the whole day. But once again, once you stretch it south, you're looking at about upper 60s, lower 70s weather. Then taking a look here at the Midwest and lower South parts of the states, Texas is looking great with about mid 80s, lower 90s weather. And then Kansas here is going to experience some cool mid 70s degree weather. Taking a diver look, you can see all around right now, it's kind of cooler, but it will warm up throughout the day. So you got about mid 50s all throughout here. Going on the west side, it is a little bit cooler, so you're looking about lower 50s. Then coming right back up here to Riley, we're about upper 50s, low 60s. Taking a look at our 24-hour agenda, like I said, it will get sunny and warmer as the day goes on. But then once we get into the evening, you're going to see it cool down, get a little bit windier, and the temperature is going to dip. As tonight, it'll be cloudy with pretty cold weathers. Not too much wind, though. Going over to our 5-day forecast now. You can see, Thursday it is about 75 degrees, mid 75 degrees. Friday and Saturday it's going to be a little bit cooler with about mid 60s, lower 70 degree type weather. Sunday it will be a bad day for K-State baseball as it is going to rain and storm, but the temperature will still be nice, about mid 70s. Monday is going to be the best day of the week with about high 80 degrees. So that's all we have for weather. Libby, back to you.
Coming up on Channel 8 News, an update in the activity in the transfer portal for men's basketball, plus an update on a high school rival baseball game. That's next.
As college athletics continues to change, one thing has stayed the same:
the loyalty and support of our K-State family.
But now, there's a new way you can show your support.
You can now help student athletes like me get compensated for our name, image, and likeness.
Whether it is contributing to our official NIL collectives
or requesting autographs and more through the Open Doors Marketplace,
you are helping K-State student athletes succeed by connecting with you.
So what are you waiting for?
Come transform the K-State student athlete brand today.
Jones unloads a bases clearing triple. 2-2, Colts strike three in the outside corner. Another strikeout for Buss on a high fastball. K-State has done it again. Got him swinging. K-State wins the series.
So within industrial engineering, you can actually start your master's degree a year early and start taking those classes your senior year. And then after you go through those upper level courses, you only really have a year left and you would come out with your bachelor's and master's degree, which is something I have been considering just because, it's one extra year and I do love K-State. So it's like, a win-win. But that's a perk with being an industrial engineer. You're able to get your master's degree in just one extra year.
Championship on the line. Good! It's good!
The K-State men's basketball team will have a whole new look next year thanks to the transfer portal. Plus, a high school rivalry was renewed this weekend. Camden Tackenhorst has more.
Thanks, Libby. The Manhattan and Junction City baseball teams met each other for another year, adding to their rivalry. Soren Sablon has more.
Another edition of the Manhattan Junction City baseball rivalry was added as both teams played a doubleheader in Manhattan on Tuesday, splitting the series. But for seniors like Eric Tede and Sam Spiegel, it is more than just a rivalry.
We knew we needed to get back in the win column, so it was huge for us to go up against those guys out of anybody, just get us back on track.
On Tuesday, both teams split the series, with the Indians taking the first game 20-4 and the Blue Jays taking the second game 8-7. And even though they may not be playing against each other here, there's another chapter to the rivalry that makes White the catch.
We always want to beat them, just it being JC, but we also have to focus on being calm, cool, and collected, not getting too cocky or just kind of staying in our lane and making sure we warm up properly and then go out on the field ready to play.
Even getting a needed win against the Blue Jays, the Indians also swept the doubleheader in Junction City last Saturday. In Junction City, Soren Sablon, Channel 8 News.
The Indians will be back home tomorrow against Emporia. K-State men's basketball team will feature a brand new team next season once again after a few more players entered the portal before Tuesday's deadline. With C.J. Jones and Doug McDaniel becoming the latest to edge out of Manhattan, Kansas State is now up to 8 departures, leaving head coach Jerome Taint a challenge on his hands. The Wildcats have added a few transfers, but animosity has built around the fan base.
It sucks. It sucks to watch all the fans you enjoy watching this year go away. Like I really liked watching Brendan Housen. Guy just uprooted and left, went to Iowa. No one likes Iowa, especially from the state of Kansas. It hurts the heart watching everyone just come here and then leave. It's really hard as a fan watching everyone leave, and not a lot of people join in the family at K-State either. So it just kind of sucks. It feels like everyone's leaving and no one wants to be here at K-State.
That's all the time we have for sports. Libby, back to you.
Before we go, we'll give you one last look at the forecast. Stick around for your final check-in on your weekend weather.
In a time of evolution, it is our time to elevate and carve our place atop in a new era. An era where championship expectations collide with championship support. We all must come together, ever fighting for the purple and the white. Times may change, but generation after generation, the support of K-Staters never wavers. K-State fans, are you ready to be a part of powering K-State athletic excellence in a new era?
This is a special place, man happiness.
This is a phenomenal institution, a phenomenal athletic program with a proud tradition.
They talk about family, and you can feel how genuine it is.
The community here is so strong. It's truly the best thing in the world.
No matter where you come from, the color of your skin, or your religious background, together we make a family.
And when you love people, it's amazing what you can accomplish.
So the first third of the runway.
Deviations left of course approved. Bobcat 1-2, proceed when able.
championship on the line. Good! It's good!
Veterinary specialists at K-State are offering free eye exams to service animals. Kendrick Sarles shows us how the program is making a difference.
Each May, veterinary ophthalmologists across the country offer free eye exams for service animals. At Kansas State University, it's a team effort led by specialists like Dr. Amy Rankin and organized with the help of veterinary nurses like Jennifer Klingly.
My name is Amy Rankin, and I'm one of the 2 veterinary ophthalmologists here at Kansas State University.
My name is Jennifer Klingly, and I am the veterinary nursing supervisor and veterinary nurse in the ophthalmology department. Help organize the visits that we do off-site.
These exams are part of a nationwide program. At K-State, they serve animals both on campus and at its off-site locations like Fort Riley and McConnell Air Force Base. These exams only take about 10 minutes per service animal, but they could be very crucial, especially for the visually impaired that rely on their service animal.
Those dogs we really hold to the highest standard. They have to be 100% normal on their eye exam because their job is so incredibly important.
Klingly says the event has gained momentum since she started 5 years ago. And thanks to a sponsor and volunteers, the exam remains completely free.
And the whole program is sponsored by Epicure. Time spent doing this is donated by the ophthalmologist. So it's money's not part of it. It's just giving back to the service animals that help everyone so much.
From military canines to emotional support dogs, this annual event ensures these animals stay healthy and ready to do their vital jobs. In Manhattan, Kendrick Sarles, Channel 8 News.
Before we go, let's check in one last time with Gavin for your final look at your weekend weather.
For the weekend now, it's going to be kind of an up and down weekend. As you can see, we got about mid-70s for Friday. It's going to get a little bit colder on Saturday. You're looking at about mid-60s, and then Sunday is going to be a tough day for K-State baseball. It's going to be good temperature-wise with about mid-70s, but with that rain, we'll see how K-State baseball plays through. So you might want to bring an umbrella or a jacket to that, and hopefully everything goes good. So that's all we got for weather now. Libby, back to you.
That's all we have for you on Channel 8 News. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. And from all of us, have a great day.